Crew's growling.
Yeah.
Hey, wanted to get on here and give y'all an update. Sorry it's been quite a bit of time, but that is for a good reason. You wanna...
So where we left off with everyone, we told you about the harassment and stuff going on from the neighbor. But in the process of trying to get the home bought, amidst also being at risk of becoming homeless and losing everything, our lender pointed out that the person in charge of her mom's reverse mortgage was not being transparent, was seeming kind of sketchy. Brittany always thought he was sketchy.
Yeah, so I'm a realtor, so I'm a licensed realtor in the state of California. And he would never provide me with information. He was never transparent with any statements. There was just a lot of ignoring my calls, not getting back to me, giving me like bogus reasons why he couldn't give me information. And then when it came down to it, recently we've been working on purchasing the house from my mom, because she did get the reverse mortgage in 2022 with these con people, with these fraudsters.
So let's cut to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so consters, fraudsters. That's what we were basically, for all y'all who ain't got the time to watch the entire video, we uncovered deliberate financial elder abuse, and where they essentially go in, they offer these reverse mortgages with exorbitant fees, not a typical, $1,500, $2,000 fees, $25,000, $30,000, $50,000, all these extra fees. And so the elderly person, gets some cash in hand, maybe like 100 grand. They're like, whoa, this is stoked.
But all the money that they just took in fees, they took from the equity of their home. So they didn't even know it was taken, but they signed the document because, hey, they trusted this person.
And then this person tells them, hey, you're running low on money, but we can do a refi and you'll get some more cash. And they're like, oh, okay. So guess what they tack on? Super high fees on that. All of a sudden, they can't afford the payments. So then from there, they extend private money loans, which guess what? They can't afford the payments. So now they're forced into selling.
Well, and all of the loans are in-house. So there is no bank. They are the bank. Literally. And if you go on their social media, they actually wear shirts that say the bank. So they are the ones that are stealing money from people, and they're doing it. What is there like? Oh, we found over 30 names, 30 DBAs doing business as. They change their names constantly. So then that way, when they are shut down or when they are fined or when they are found guilty of a crime, they cannot be traced because that was their old name.
And here's the best part of it. How we figured it out. We're like, all right, our lender says this guy doesn't seem right. Brittany says it doesn't seem right. We search the company name and the word complaints in Google, because I know they delete Google reviews. Takes us to third-party consumer reviews. And this woman, oh my gosh, was she upset. She was so upset at the end of a very lengthy review, she left her phone number. This was from 2022. We called.
Last week. We talked to her, what was it, Thursday?
Yeah, and guess what she said? She just closed a court case with them where they had to pay off the remainder of her mortgage. She got over $500,000.
Over $500,000.
And this was a month ago.
And that was in the exact same time frame that my mom was working with these lenders. And please be mindful that these lenders are the ones that still hold her loan. These are still people that have my mom's money and are exploiting her.
And we only knew this guy's name. And guess what? There's these two people up here whose name we got from our 75-year-old victim, who are the owners of those 30 subsidiaries that Brittany just mentioned.
And guess what? Their license numbers were the ones on the paperwork that my mom signed. So they were the ones actually getting the money. And after we discovered this, I decided to pull my mom's contract that she gave me to keep safe. And lo and behold, there are almost, at least what I can see, $100,000 in fees on one contract that they did with them.
Yeah, one. For the closing costs, as opposed to like a $17,000 for the total.
There's random amounts just spliced in there. Oh, $50,000. You're going to pay $50,000 here. You're going to pay $40,000 here. No explanation why.
Anyway, so I think this is good for a first update for y'all, because we're going to now make some videos where we compile everything together, but we wanted to give you a quick 5-minute breakdown of everything. I think.
Well, and also it's really, really imperative that right now we actually desperately need donations, because
we do.
We need to hire an attorney, and we thought that we were going to be able to keep that money and save it in a legal defense fund for the Pride Fence specifically. And now we're going to be homeless. And the bank, which is not even really a bank, the fraudsters are going to take everything that we have.
They've given
the Pride
us
Fence,
a vacate notice. Like, the bank is trying to take everything. And so...
But we do have recourse. So we know the recourse and we know our next steps. We just right now are kind of stuck because we need more cash so that we can move forward. We have 1/3 of what we need to give to the attorney. We just need to get the rest of that money so that we can proceed forward. And quite honestly, like, this is like super crucial. I honestly have never felt this upset about anything in my entire life. Like, Stephen and I have been up like all night, like doing research and just unraveling like this awful web of deceit, and the fact that it goes to numerous different states, and I'm finding older people in other states that have lost everything because of these people. This is not okay.
They didn't know they'd be going up against a social worker who helped save so many children by doing this type of research. Like, she digs deep. Like,
so that's really what our call to action is right now, is that we desperately need donations. I haven't had a chance to actually update the GoFundMe text, but I will right now.
Yeah.
To give a bit more of an explanation, but we also are going to work on another video to kind of tell you more about how this has happened. And we've set it up a cool way to explain it, because it is really complicated in the way that they do it. They make it look legal. And that's how they get away with it. And yeah, this is just a lot.
It's crazy, but we'll bring you more updates soon. We just wanted to try to keep this as brief as possible, but it's a lot. So bear with us, and please continue to contribute, because like Brittany said, we are almost to the goal we need to retain the attorneys actually that this previous victim used. So these
they're
are
very
new attorneys.
familiar with
They've already won a case against them. It's not the same attorneys as had reached out before for harassment. This is now having to do with all of this other stuff. So
yeah. So thank you so much if you made it to the end of this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you all, and we will continue to update.
Yeah, and we'll do a too long didn't read version in the GoFundMe for y'all with no time. Thank you. We love you. Thank you. Good work, baby.